like I didn't take all the things that they took from like a Julia storyline. And they probably don't like Larsa like I like Larsa. You know, Team Larsa all day. What? Every day.
Every day.
Anyways, Dr. Nicole, what do you think of her issue with Larsa?
So I think Larsa has space to be upset about hearing Dr. Nicole judging her, prejudging her, having certain feelings towards her. I think she has every right to feel that way. However, I do think when it comes to the profession, let me get that shot of the fan out. I think when it comes to a profession that you work so hard for, when it comes to doing years of med school and college and pre-med and all these things, and to talk about, and grant you, like, this is going to happen next episode, but it did kind of start this episode, to talk about something like that's dealing with someone's hours of their life, of their effort, of their mental capacity, that they really had to just take space for everything to get through med school. And I think I will say I do have to disagree with Larsa on this one, and I know you're gonna hate
wrong.
I know you're gonna hate that, but again, like Dr. Nicole makes a good statement. I mean, a good point where she could lose her job from a rumor like this, that she's slept with everybody.
Then why'd she go on this show? Why'd she go on this show with no edit? No, I'm kidding. That's terrible. I shouldn't.
With no editing rights?
I shouldn't do that. I should.
Because she has Anthony Lopez to take care of her.
Oh, let's talk about Anthony one time. Salute to the king. All right now. Ow!
I knew I was gonna get that in there. I just didn't know where, but I wanted to get it in there for you.
Come on, Anthony.
Get it in with Anthony. I'm gonna get it in. You're gonna get it in right here.
Let's go on a flight together, Anthony. Let's go.
Mile High Club, here you come.
So I mean, you know, I do want your opinion too, but my thoughts are like,
if you had to choose between Larsa and a relationship with Anthony Lopez for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
Wait, but what do I get? What do I get out of Larsa?
Just the
friendship? like friendship?
Yeah.
I would say Anthony, only because I feel like Larsa already likes me a lot. You know, like I've heard word that she likes our show.
Mm-hmm. Let the viewers see that this is the one time where you abandoned Larsa.
No. I didn't abandon it. I said she already likes
leaving
me.
Larsa for the D.
Wow. Wouldn't be the first. Oh boy, what a messy show. No,
you see this, America? You see this, and everybody else in all the other 138 countries of the world. Ronnie has officially left Larsa for Anthony Lopez.
I think he's a liar. You're lying right now. You're telling people lies.
That's a lie. Ding, 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 ding. Lie. Ding, 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 ding. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, he's turning red. He's turning red. Well, how else are you feeling about this, Ronnie? Let's see what we can really get out of you here.
No, I would enjoy a night or two with Dr. Anthony, or Dr. Anthony, whatever his name is. Whatever his name is. Okay, so let's just get down to it though. Okay. For real. Look at you. I'm sweating. Hold on, time out. I need a drink of water. You talk.
I was gonna get one too.
I need to get a grape.
Well, let's make things hotter. Let's talk about, you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, we'll speed through this one real quick with Larsa and Dr. Nicole, but I think there's going to naturally be a big blow up, and they're going to lose a lot of mutual respect for each other for a little bit. You know, two seasons down the line, I think they'll be okay, but they're going to have to go through the thick of it in order to make their relationship stronger. Because right now, I'm not going to say it's just topical, but it's not deep rooted. So it's not deep rooted like Lisa and Larsa. So Lisa and Larsa are deep rooted. They went through their issue about Lisa mentioning about Larsa having a penthouse in a certain building, and that crack whores, prostitutes, and OnlyFans people live there. And but they're so deep rooted that was besides the point of anything when it came to Lisa's separation and being cheated on, and Larsa being there for her.
And they were friends first.
Yes,
Dr. Nicole's never been a
She's
friend.
Never been a friend. So
Larsa.
They do have to find mutual ground to become deep rooted, and I think this is their opportunity, is to really just have a messy brawl out fight, and then they can go from there. Because as we've seen with Danielle Staub, Lord, and Teresa Giudice, they had the biggest blow up. Teresa threw a whole damn table at her, and they ended up becoming friends down the line, and then they had their other falling out. But they gave it a shot. There was a shot there, and they made it happen. So I see that happening with Larsa and Dr. Nicole.
Well, let the record show that I don't want this. I don't want it. I said it, last week. I was like, oh, this is good when two of my favorites are against each other. It makes for great TV because I like them both. But no, now I'm like not liking it. I feel like it's funny how Dr. Nicole will talk about, condescending, where her approach was a bit like passive aggressive, like I just feel like if you have something to say, can't you say that particular thing? I feel like Dr. Nicole is talking to, Dr. Nicole, you do have to know that like you're one of my favorites. So this is like crushing to me. It feels like Dr. Nicole is talking to Larsa like she's a fan that didn't get in, and so now she's mad. Like her preference, like Adriana, they wanted to be Larsa's fan, not friend, but they were just fans. They were just the fan, and because they get to occupy the same spaces, they get real mad about that. But they would have preferred the other side. I just feel really like, what was the issue? You said you saw Dr. Nicole's side. Okay, what was Dr. Nicole wanting out of Larsa? What did Larsa owe to Dr. Nicole? That's what I don't understand.
I don't think anything is owed. I think it comes down to the fact of this is a professional career that
but that didn't come up until after Dr. Nicole came at her. See, the
issue is that I guess Nicole had some sort of jealousy and animosity towards towards Larsa.
Mm.
And here I go confusing all the names again. Towards Larsa, and so Larsa's like, there was no reason for you to have these issues about me or towards me, and I think that's going to be revealed on the next episode of what is the actual rooted cause of why there is tension or animosity between the two, and why Dr. Nicole felt a certain way towards Larsa.
That is definitely fair. Oh, hold on, let's see. Oh, we have our beautiful the Haitian Empress. I think Larsa's comment toward Dr. Nicole was highly disrespectful. Oh, highly disrespectful. Okay. You may love her, but getting notoriety because you were married to an athlete versus years of medical school. No, not the same. No, it isn't the same. It isn't the same. And I don't think like Larsa, what I'm trying to say is Larsa wasn't arguing. She wasn't having issue with nobody. I just keep saying, why you laugh?
Because the way that you just expressed yourself was very much Housewives of Miami, and you're like, and it was very Larsa the way that you just explained yourself. You're like, I wasn't arguing.
I was meant to be on the show. No, because I just think like to me it feels a little chicken shit. So sorry to I love the comment. That was a great comment. Thank you for watching too. Hi.
The Haitian Empress.
Oh,
this is not the first time the Haitian Empress
I know.
with us, so
she was watching
coming back.
She was watching episodes before and like said we were talented, which I was like, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No,
I mean, I'm rolled right out of bed this morning because busy day. But
okay, maybe, and we're wrapping up the show. And we could continue everything in the comments and all that stuff. But what I just feel like this is my feelings. I feel like Larsa has an immense amount of confidence. I say that all the time. And I feel like other people can't take her living her lavish life. Okay. She's not being mean or rude to anybody. In my mind, she's not being rude. Have we seen her ever be mean? Have we seen her she's kind of been a little snappy with Adriana, but they had, last year they didn't really get along. Adriana tried it. So you're going to get a couple bad comments. But I just don't understand. And I guess what my point is, take the schooling away, take the married to an athlete. That means you're nothing. And by the way, I wouldn't say that means you're nothing. Like you still did hold down a household, 4 children. She was married for over 20 years. She was, Larsa could be looked at in a lot of ways as just that basketball wife, little situation, but she was literally with him, Scotty, one of the greatest to ever do it at such a young age. And she built a home with him. I don't think that's anything to look down upon. And whoever could judge how they want to judge us as men. I'm not in the business of judging women's occupations and who's bigger and better, but I just did not feel, and I'll wrap up here. I did not feel that Larsa had any animosity towards Dr. Nicole. In fact, when Dr. Nicole mentioned what she mentioned, Larsa's like, huh? What? Like, and then Dr. Nicole, who I have been thinking is the coolest new cast member on Bravo, Peacock rather, she says, well, we haven't really got to sit with each other because, you know, it's been a little bit weird. Larsa's like, what's your name, dear? Like, who are you? And then Dr. Nicole goes on to say, but you know, that's none of our faults. It takes two to tango. If I'm Larsa, I'm looking at this clown in front of me like, who are you? I don't even know you. And you're telling me that we have an issue. What is going on?
That is the problem right there, is that Larsa is almost, she can give off this better than type energy. And so it doesn't sit well with people. Like, because it doesn't sit well with people because I think it's seen as you think you're better than me because you had this life before I had it. However, you're still on the same show as I am. So if you're that much better than me, why are you on a show? Why are you on a quote unquote, not that I'm saying this, but this is how it comes off. Why are you on a secondhand show if you're so successful in your hierarchy?
Maybe you have an answer for this, and I do not mean to go against you, Russell, good friend of mine here. But I just, when did Larsa ever let on to anyone that she is that much above anyone else? She minds her business. She keeps her focus to herself and her children and maybe who she's dating. But I don't understand where she's ever in any room in terms of the TV show we're watching. That's all we could go off of. Mm-hmm. I've never seen it. Have you seen her walk into a room and showcase that she's better than everyone else?
I don't necessarily think that I've seen that she's showcased better than anyone else, but I have seen her be dismissive. And I think dismissive comes off. It can come off as you thinking that you're better than someone else. So like if someone tells you, I feel this way, and you're like, well, that's not how I feel, and you're ridiculous for feeling that way. That's very dismissive. And so it makes it seem that you're better than. Does that make sense?
I see how that could be. I interviewed Giselle Bryant once of Real Housewives of Potomac, and you always hear all these nightmare stories about how she's so this, or this. I'm into, and at the time that I interviewed her, I'd been in broadcast for so many years already, like 15 years already. Mm-hmm. I could take anything, you know. And by the way, she thought I was actually very talented, but I would imagine every other person who interviews Giselle would probably be like, oh, she's such a this, she's such a that, because she's very headstrong, confident about her business. Okay, thanks, guy, but you know, bye, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Just because you don't, why am I getting so excited again? I said I wasn't going to do this. Boy, I fight for Larsa. She don't even know my name. But I'm saying I have not, why if somebody is focused and confident in doing their thing and not bowing down backwards to you, does that automatically make it like, oh, they are somewhat, you know, acting dismissive towards you? It's just a question. But I do know the comments we must read. I think Larsa didn't feel automatically embraced by Dr. Nicole because Dr. Nicole wanted to fill her out prior to welcoming her into the house. Yeah, that's fine. Dr. Nicole had that right. I know she made mention of that. Oh, now a direct message. Hello, the people love me. Randomly, Ronnie Jr. Had Larsa spoke about being a mother, which I thought of, it would have been applauded. But when she spoke to Dr. Nicole being married to a teacher, she said, do you know who I was married to? Yeah, that reference, I believe, was more into the fact of like, these situations are the same situation. I don't know. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't know.
I digress. Let's get into the foreshadows though. Let's leave this because obviously it's going to roll over into the next episode.
I love the comment though. I love the comment.
What are you excited about for the next episode? Because I know what I'm excited about.
Oh,
and that is tied into you of what I'm excited about for next episode. So I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. What did Adriana? What's she gonna do? Adriana's gonna do something? No.
Well, they were like having little confessionals. Do you want me to tell you what I was gonna
say? Say it.
Okay,
yeah.
So I'm excited about.
Sorry, I just got roasted by our amazing commenter. Hey, boo.
What I'm most excited about in next episode is that Dr. Nicole talks about how she threw out her neck giving head to Anthony, and it pans to Anthony, and he's like, you know, just caught off guard, eating or drinking or doing whatever he's doing. And so I was like, oh, Ronnie is gonna be here for this.
Oh, I did like
it. Cracking because like. Jesus Christ, my voice is so dry from flying so much. But
right,
as soon as that whole like situation happened, I was like, this is right up Ronnie's alley.
Well, because I feel like we talk about stuff like that off the show, you and I.
But I think Dr. Nicole would be very forthcoming if you and her were in the same room and you asked, about how well endowed Anthony is, I feel like she would show
right.
you.
She gonna give me the girth, all the stuff. Yes,
She would
yes.
tell
I
you
agree.
because she comes from a medical perspective where it's not overly invasive. So like if you're like, I mean, how good is he in bed? Like she would tell you because I feel like obviously you just give off that vibe anyways, that like just comfortable to speak with.
Oh.
But I feel like she would do it just to like kind of fulfill your like interest or like just to like fulfill your interest or like your fantasy.
Yeah.
Because like she knows that like
you think
her
she would
man
send
is
me
straight and she's comfortable with him.
She would send me a DP, huh? She would yeah. She would be like,
Don't
here it
ever
is.
abbreviate it like that again.
Oh, because it sounded like the other DP. Wow.
She's gonna send you a little DP. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
But you know what's funny?
Where the show is going.
But you know what's funny? Dr. Nicole would appreciate all of this. That's what I'm saying. I love Dr. Nicole. I just got real like Team Larsa because I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't feel like I feel like in life, if somebody is not messing with me, am I like running up to them to chase them and tap them and excuse me, why don't you like me? Like that's what it was giving.
You know, that's so funny that you said that because like lately I've been seeing this and I've been hearing it and I'm so sick of it. Is when someone isn't invited to something, they automatically feel the need to have an explanation. And so me and my fraternity brother, and I know this is a bit of a tangent, but this is very right up Housewives alley because fraternity brothers can be just much like Housewives. There's a boy who was not invited to my very good friend's party. Again, Housewife alley. And so the other boy wanted an explanation of why he wasn't invited. And he thought it was because of me. And I am very much Larsa in this situation. I don't think about you. I don't talk about you. I don't care about your life. If you're in the room, I can be cordial with you, but like, I don't want to mess with you at that capacity because I know that you're messy as an individual and I know I don't want that part of my life. However, can we be in a room? Can we be cool? Can we have a good time? Yes. But don't ask why you weren't invited because clearly you weren't invited for a reason. And so I think when it comes to Housewives and all of this, it's like, again, like don't ask for things that aren't your business. But I guess that's what makes good television.
Well, and I'm glad because I know you did see more of the Dr. Nicole side, but there is a part of you that can see a Larsa moment
see it.
side, and it's not being dismissive. And I wouldn't want Larsa to be dismissive. I wouldn't want you to be dismissive, and I don't think you are being dismissive. I just do think we could flip around things as far as the ego goes. Like if it were me, Ronnie, I don't know that I would want to like inquire to anybody why I wasn't wanted for any situation. You know what I mean? That I was not invited to this, or, hey, we haven't really been getting along. Maybe if we got along to begin with, but if we were never really close, I feel like I'm kind of interestingly picking a fight. And in Dr. Nicole's case, it just felt like passively, aggressively, and then boom. So I just would want a little bit better. And I do love that you gave that example because it just showcases that these kinds of things happen to us all. And we are sometimes in the situation where we're the person who's not invited, which does hurt your feelings. I won't say that it doesn't. We talk about this on our show all the time. Jealousy is a normal human thing. It's just how you deal with it. Yeah. Me, I choose to deal with anytime I were, if I were to feel that way, I choose to be like, okay, maybe I'm not the right fit. I'm not I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. Yeah. Let me go find where I am valued. But
sometimes you're just not on the same page for the time. And sometimes you got to fall off to reconnect. And I think people miss that. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes you outgrow people because they're only supposed to be in your life for a portion of a time. They're not supposed to be in your life forever. You're supposed to elevate each other. Dream on, Ronnie.
I think that's in reference to I don't know what anymore. But I'm sure I said something wrong. Oh, last week. Hold on. Don't forget your thought. Last week I made for the very first time ever an error. I'm giving Larsa vibes right here. This never happens, but I think you'll find this interesting. But yeah, opening it up to I'll say this once and I never say this. I'm not always right.
Ooh, dang! This week I get 2 points. Last week I only got 1.
Last week I was like, no, but you don't understand, and you don't get a point for that. Like I was really like, it's like Ronnie, relax. These are Housewives of Miami. It's a TV show. It's a TV show.
Is paparazzi inside knowledge one thing that I have above Ronnie Jr.?
Oh goodness! Just can we? I think we have to move on.
Is this the 3-point shot that I have?
I mean,
let me just soak this in for a moment. Like, I need a fan. I'm so excited about this.
We silly. This show is silly. This is a silly show recapping Housewives of Miami. You were saying?
I forgot because I was so tied into that moment. Because I was so happy that I was winning.
I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Look, sometimes people are meant to be in your life for a chapter, just like Housewives are meant to be just for a season or two. They don't need to be here for the longevity of the show. You know, people grow and phase out, and that's what life is. Stop asking to be invited to things that you're not intended to be at. Believe in the universe and believe that you are going to be placed in your specific locations that you need to be at the time and place you need to be there. Okay? When we keep forcing ourselves to be in a situation that's not meant for us, it tends to not pan out the way that we want it to pan out, and then we're upset about it. So stop hurting your own feelings. And with that being said, that is my take on all of this, because that was a full circle moment. Oh,
sorry, I'm on the phone with Larsa. Larsa, yes, Larsa. Oh, I was going to tell you, Larsa, I think you should be a motivational speaker, because the words you are speaking are infectious, and bye, Larsa. Bye. She should be a motivational speaker. She should keep it funky for everybody. Anyways, oh my God, this show's so funny. It wasn't a whole bang, or a big moments in this show, but it did kind of get us ready for the mid-season trailer, and there's a lot to go off of. And I thought the stories that were coming in the future are very different. It wasn't like we were seeing the same thing over and over, which was nice. Yeah.
I'm like, let's unpack it. Let's unpack it now, because it seems like the drama is going to just get bigger for next season.
Absolutely.
I mean, next episode. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the next season.
Real quick, just if you are already on the Peacock streaming platform, I do encourage you to show some support to our very own Russell Ray. He's got a TV show there called Create the Escape. It's like escape rooms with parents and kids, and it's a wholesome television. He's a design expert, which is also really, really cool. And hey, you're doing really good on is it TikTok or YouTube Shorts? What's going on with you? You got some nice little views lately.
Oh yeah, I had my video, and then I go and I do it, and I was shocked because this is not anything I ever knew. So we're right at 31,000 views on that, and it started going viral right off the bat. So